Hey, what's up, you guys? This is John Chacon with Austin Performance Fitness, coming at you today with another segment of the Coach's Corner. Today we're going to be talking specifically about the double kettlebell clean and jerk. The jerk is a motion that we don't use too often in our facility. We're more strict press and push press type people. Once I define this, you'll know exactly what that means. But the jerk is a great movement. It's traditionally used as a power movement with the barbell. You've seen it in the Olympics with the clean and jerk movement or event. And it requires a lot of coordination, a lot of speed, a lot of power, and with that, a foundation of strength. Today, specifically, we're going to work on it with not one, but two kettlebells. I'm going to dive into the details of how it works and how you can perform it yourself. The motion that we're working on today is also going to involve a full clean with a full jerk for each rep, so we won't be doing back-to-back jerks. The jerk motion, I'll start off by talking about what the pressing motion is. A strict press, is going from the rack position to overhead and coming back down without any help from the hips or the legs. The push press involves a slight dip with the hips and legs to propel that drive overhead with your arms. The jerk is like the push press from the first about 1/2 or 1/3 of the motion, except after we dip down and we drive up, as my arms are starting to extend overhead with the object, I drop my hips again to get underneath that weight. So I dip, drive, drop my body as I press. You can tell it seems like there's a lot involved, and there is, and it's very quick and it's very slight. Especially with kettlebells, the added fact that the weight is in front of the body, the hands are up here, they're not back here like a traditional press overhead with the barbell. So I'm going to kind of take you guys step by step. What also matters a lot too is the setup of the movement. I'm going to go all the way from the ground to the full clean, bringing it from the hips up to my shoulders, and then jerking it overhead. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can get this camera set up just right for you guys with the kettlebells over here so you can see me fully. When I set up, I'm going to set these kettlebells up in a V position, almost like if I line up the handles, they're facing me. Then, I'm going to be about 1.5 foot distance behind these kettlebells. My toes are going to be straight ahead, and my feet are going to be 3 to 6 inches outside of those kettlebells, because obviously we don't want them crashing into our knees. From here, I'm going to spread the floor with my feet, hinge at my hips with a nice flat back, neutral posture. I'm going to reach out, grab the center of those handles, wrap the thumb and fingers around securely, tilt them back. From here, this is the beginning of my clean portion. I'm going to swing it back behind my hips and propel and drive those kettlebells forward and up into the rack position. They'll look like this. Taking my belly breath, I'm going to swing it back, drive forward, catch softly. Now I'm in that rack position we talked about from the beginning. Okay? Now, for the jerk motion itself, I'm going to drive my knees out to the side and my butt back to create that tension in my hips, the beginning of the push press as you know it. I'm going to dip down, I'm going to drive overhead, and as I propel those kettlebells overhead, I'm going to drop my weight underneath them in order to get them up there quicker. Okay? Here's how it goes. I'm going to drive out, butt back, and dip underneath. Bring it back down, and I'm going to perform a full clean again right before it. Full clean, drive, dip, drop underneath. It's very subtle, but when you come up, dip, drive, and drop. It's kind of like, I can't remember it, but that dodgeball movie with Ben Stiller. Duck, dodge, drive. I don't remember what it said, but it was really funny. They had a saying for how they dodge the dodgeballs. Anyways, dip, drive, and then duck underneath and drive those kettlebells overhead. The main idea behind the jerk, guys, all you need to know is it allows you to get more weight overhead than you would traditionally be able to, obviously with a strict press because there's no hip movement, and then more so than the push press because now not only are you using your hips for that extra drive, you're using your hips in a reverse motion, dropping underneath it to get underneath that weight. And that's the same thing that they do when you see the clean and jerks from the Olympic type movements. as they press that barbell overhead so quickly. Sometimes they do it with a split stance where their feet split. They're dropping, they're dipping, and they're getting underneath that weight. That's the same thing we're trying to do with the kettlebells. With the kettlebells, we can go for more repetitions. We tend to do anywhere from 4 up to 16, 18, 20 repetitions at a time. It all depends on what you're doing it and what your goal is, okay, and how many kettlebells you have available to you. So hopefully that was very helpful to you guys, and you can add that to your arsenal of kettlebell movements. It's a very powerful full body movement, and if you do have any questions on it, please feel free to post in the comments below. That's all I got for you guys today in our Coach's Corner. I will have more stuff coming for you guys very soon. I know I haven't posted on our YouTube channel for a while. We've had a lot going on with the new space, but good things. I also got some more kettlebells today, so I can have more fun with those. But all I got for you guys today, take care, stronger every day. Peace.